Hey, 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 here's Andy. This little bit of a ditty, as it were, is based on a vlog that my friend Deanna, aka Bunpire, did. Her vlog was entitled I'm Old, which she's not because she's younger than me. But basically it's like this kind of thing of what kind of things make you feel old. I'm not quite sure where to start. Well, actually that's a bit of a lie. Freddos, if you remember those. Back when I was a kid, mostly in primary school, Freddos are like little kind of chocolate bar type things you could get for like 25p, 50p at the most at the tuck shop. It's another thing that makes me feel old, tuck shop. But they were fantastic to eat, and they were quite affordable as well. And there was just something so kind of safe about them, so nice about them, you know what I mean? Perhaps because it is a childhood memory, I don't know. Also things like curly whirlies and stuff, and also like the sherbet strips and stuff you'd have. Tuck shop duty as a kid. Aside from that, hopscotch. I never played it myself, I could never get the hang of it, but you know, seeing friends playing hopscotch. Games of football in the schoolyard, I think, was one big thing that kind of made me feel old now as well, like the fact that it's so long ago that I was doing that. Pokemon, Game Boy Color, that makes me feel old as well. My first one was Pokemon Yellow on the Game Boy Color, and I remember within the year before I got a Game Boy Color with Pokemon Yellow on it, I was that desperate to get Pokemon Yellow and to get a Game Boy. I kid you not that one day I got like a kitchen knife type thing from our drawer, cutlery type thing, you know, and I carved into one of our dining room chairs, I want a Game Boy. I kid you not. And then when I was asked about it, I said, well, me. And yes, I got a Game Boy in the end. The chair wasn't so lucky though, unfortunately. Other things that make me feel old. I remember when the Sega Saturn was a revolutionary computer. The graphics on it were amazing at the time. You know, 3D integration and that kind of stuff. Again, like Deanna said, back in the days of Sonic, and I say back in the days, I mean like, you know, the Mega Drive Sonic, the proper Sonic, the good old side-scrollers. It was around the time of Alex Kidd as well, on the Master System. Shinobi, you know, a lot of this is games oriented, I do apologise. Aside from that as well, I can't think of what the actual names of them are, but they were like these do-it-yourself ice lolly kits you could have, and I remember like playing with those when I was a kid as well, and like we used to make loads of them, because when I was a kid we used to like make different things in the house. He-Man makes me feel old. Denver the Last Dinosaur cartoons, the cartoon called Dinosaurs, which me and Diana, sorry Deanna, me and Deanna there were talking about the other day. Also the Flintstones makes me feel old because it's just not quite the same now. The Jetsons, some fantastic stuff on TV. Things like Roly Poly Oly and stuff like that on TV as well. The Milkshake Channel. I'm sure there are other things as well. I know there was like Blue Peter, that makes me feel really old because I only watched it when I was a kid. And that's been going for quite a long time. And as weird as this sounds, I do not watch this show whatsoever. I do not watch it. Coronation Street. And the reason it makes me feel old is because that's around 60 odd years old. That show is around 60 years old. And the thing is, like, I'm 24 now, right? So I've been around for over a third of the duration of Coronation Street, which is the longest running soap in the UK, I think. And I'm a third of that already. That makes me feel old. Also, I remember like when one of the first 3D television series, like cartoon series, came out for kids called Reboot as well. I don't remember much about it, but I do remember it. I also used to watch like Max Steel and stuff. Action Men, they make me feel old as well. Me and my brother, we used to play with the original kind of Action Man that came out around. They started around 95, I think. Well, they weren't the original. I mean, the originals were like the 70s or 80s, I think. But you know, like not the fancy ones you get these days. I'm about the ones that had like very, very, very tight joints underneath the layer of plastic for the skin kind of thing. You could only move it slowly by like putting all your might behind it to bend it slightly. You know what I mean? It was doable. It was like this kind of like knuckleish feeling inside of it. But yeah, wow. Trip down memory lane now. Aside from that, my old primary school, Pen 2 in primary school, makes me feel old. And the reason I say that is the fact that it is no longer there. It was demolished around 4 years after I finished there. And it, you know, it kind of makes me feel old to see just how far schools and stuff have travelled. And when I say how far they've travelled, I mean how much they've changed. I wouldn't say it's for the better or worse. It's just different, you know, and that's from time. You know, they like to call it progress, but I'm not quite sure in today's society. I've got to be fair. But that's what makes me feel old anyway. But what I have to say is, I'm not quite so sure that feeling old is a bad thing. Depends on who you are, depends on your perspective on life. But if you're old, that means that you've experienced some things. You know, it depends on if you're old at heart, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. But yeah, that's my take on what makes me feel old. If anyone watching this video wants to do one as well, then please do it and post it up on YouTube. Aside from that, yeah, if you like this video, hit the like button, and if you want to see more of this kind of content as well, then hit that subscribe button below. See you, folks. Hey there guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Here are a few guys who are definitely worth checking out. First off is Big Time Brotan right here. He does a lot of Minecraft Let's Play videos, Sky Wars, very funny stuff. Also, The Gamer right up here. He's done a very funny series of how not to play Mirror's Edge, which is pretty cool. Also, Stephen Halbuba, I think it's pronounced. Seems like a really genuine, decent guy as well. Pretty fun guy. Here is my friend Deanna, aka Bunpire. She's just starting out with like vlogs and such. She also sings. She's musical as well, artistic. And also there is Mama Waddell as well over here. Sorry, I'm trying not to say that name wrong. She's got like a load of kind of parody videos and stuff, a lot of comedy, really funny from what I've seen. Yeah, if you want to, go and check them out. They're pretty cool people. See you around, folks.